Hello, everybody, and welcome to the race weekend. We are here in Japan today, and it looks like we are about to get ready soon. This is the Legends division of the Champion Series. I am your host, Stinky One. At the moment, it looks like we are just in a sunny one. All right, here we go. The weather is looking good. It's nice. It's actually sunny. I think it started out a bit cloudy in qualifying and then went to sunny. But here we are it's just sunny. And oh, it looks like we're missing. There's a second Williams driver here. Oh no, this is Danny. Go. Come on, leaderboard. Oh, I think I know it. Wow, disqualified already. I think I need to restart the parser here. Or I don't need to. Oh, what is going on? There's some shenaniganeries going on. Not sure. Let me just restart the... Ooh, John gets one. All right. There we go, and the race is on. We are really far back. Oh, what a camera angle. What a camera angle. All right, here we go. Limp holds his P1 here. We have dropping back. It looks like everything's going smooth. We do have one of the McLaren's having trouble there. All right, I'm trying to get this parser back up. As we can see, looks good still. All right, looks like we still have, it looks like Danny did lose his position to the other Red Bull. Oh, that couldn't tell if that was an incident or not, or just a little bit of racing. But we do have now, it looks like, oh, Looked like he was trying to fit into a spot he could not get into. And that sadly loses that position there. His camera angles seem really close in. Or is it just me? Oh. All right. Sorry about all of that. It does look like we have Limp all the way back here now on his hards. Has moved down 5 positions. We have Mookie gaining 3. We'll try to stay here with the guys with the smallest deltas. We have Sunby here now attacking Sam. Everybody's still stuck together. There's a little bit of a gap forming with Renzo and Lannon. And we have Eunice doing a good job getting all the way up into 3rd. And as we can see, Lannon goes fastest with 132.567. It looks like Mason now is on the attack onto Limp here. Covers the outside. He's now going to be in the inside. Limp's going to have to concede that position there. Mookie holds it. All right. It looks like Lannon might be now catching, and he is on the back of Renzo here. And it looks like Mookie... It looked like Mookie lost position to Sam as well. Oh, Mookie's all the way down in the bottom. Something might have happened, maybe a mistake or an incident, but I did miss it because I'm trying to sit here with the 1 and 2 as they are now battling it out. You should have DRS now. As we come through here. Oh, wait, we have Limp and Mason now. Mason getting really close and goes wide to avoid hitting him, I think, there. Oh, goes wide again, actually. And I think Limp actually passed him. Danny not losing too many positions even after the incident he had. But we can see all of the medium runners that were up in the front are now moved forward. We have the 2 guys that went out to hards getting moved back, but are on a different strategy here. And we have now Lannon with the DRS. So we're going to see him attacking Renzo here, trying to get up there in front. As we move in, it does look like there's a yellow flag in Sector 1 through the S's. Looks like Danny is attacking Jonas now. He's unable to pass him so far. We have John and Fappa. So now all the way down in the 9 and 10. We have Mookie coming into the pits, going on to the mediums, it looks like. Oh, sorry. It looks like Danny is really close here. Is on the hard compound, so it might be hard to pass. But actually gets a really good exit here. Might pass him before 130R. And does. Gets the pass off, but I wouldn't be surprised if Jonas tries to... No, does not. Just holds position. Oh, and we miss Renzo going off there. Oh, I missed it. Not sure exactly what happened there. But with that, now we have Danny and Jonas now in 2nd and 3rd. We have Limp moving up a little bit. And Renzo goes really far back. I think had a really tough time getting out of that. Was in the gravel. Yes. Oh, we have Fappa taking a penalty. What's up, Casper? How's it going, man? Yeah, so we have Nicholas here subbing in for the McLaren team. I mean, Mercedes team, sorry. We have Wiry going into the pits. Pressed pretty early here, so maybe has a little bit of damage. We have Mason and Renzo now fighting back here. Renzo is now going to be trying to make up all that time back up. But it looks like Mason might be attacking here. Renzo's going to need to defend it. And we have Lanning going faster with a 132.554. And it does look like Renzo is going to be able to hold it so far. Yeah, no problem. Oh, I just missed. And we have a full safety car coming out. Not sure exactly what happened to Sunby, but... And just like that, Nicholas is out. Oh my... And just like that, we have a reset. And everybody who went on to... They can. That's the crazy part. But some of these drivers, any of these medium drivers can try to go onto a hard and not have to pit again. The one thing I would be worried about on going onto these hards is getting stuck into this mid pack. Because this mid pack isn't easy to get through. So oh, Wiry takes a penalty, so that's not good. He actually goes back in, most likely gonna go onto the hards here. Now it looks like he goes onto mediums. Oh, and here we go. We have we actually have the hard driver coming in. Oh, that's an interesting one. We have Limp going onto the soft, so he's going to take a second one, and Lanning goes onto the soft, so responds the same way. We have the two medium drivers go onto hards. Or did Danny stay out? I have a feeling Danny did not pit here. Let's look at the pits. Yeah, so Danny and Josh both stay out. Yes, Casper did curse you, Sunby. He definitely was rooting for you, which always bodes well. All right, and with that, the two McLarens actually stay out, are just gonna stay on these hards, and will pit later into the race. So we have, it looks like, around half of the drivers not coming in for a pit. It is pretty early, but we did see that because Limp Pit goes all the way to 7th here, but is on the same strategy as Landon, who is in 3rd. They're going to have to take a second pit stop here because this track is pretty high deg, and So most likely go from softs onto mediums, or maybe softs onto hards. We are gonna be doing another lap around. We are waiting for Wiry to come through the back onto the back here. As we wait here for the safety car restart, I am interested to see what happens. We actually have the hards and the medium compounds out still. I am a bit surprised that a medium compound car is still out there. It didn't take a safety. Did take a pit on the safety car. I do understand the hards choosing to stay out because they're gonna... You can actually make it to the end of this race doing that. Alright, it looks like we are going to the sector line. I wonder if they're just gonna start it even though Wiry is still behind significantly. If not, we will do one more lap and then it should restart because Wiry should have caught up by then. This does help Wiry a lot. I look like he might have been in an incident in the beginning of this race. Got sent all the way to the back, had to pit. He's already on pit twice now. So is working on going through. We are doing another lap here. But we should be on our last lap here under safety car, and we should get back to racing. Alright, as we wait here, maybe let's try... All right, it looks like we had Carlos actually pit. Oh no. Did Carlos just make a mistake? Didn't pit. Oh, we had another driver now doing the same thing. Oh, how is he missing his front? What? I'm confused. What's going on here? Why is he missing a wing? All right, it's coming in. We actually had Danny now it happened to. What is going on? Why is Danny all the way back here now? I'm very confused what's going on. But we are on a reset. We're going to be sitting here. Oops, sorry. He has not gone yet. All right, it sounds like he's going now. And Landon takes a really good jump here. Might actually be able to attack him before the first. Oh, it is lagging, it looks like. He was actually inside of him. And Landon takes a position through ghosting. And Renzo actually retires for the Red Bull team already here. Carlos actually comes into the pits after all of that safety car. That's unique. And just like that, it is starting to look really good for some of these drivers. Danny getting that really unfortunate thing happen, and now is really far back there. Has to fight through the pack now. We have Limp here really close to Josh. But Josh on these mediums that have not gone, as the tires are now at 9 laps here. Don't expect him to be able to defend this position, and we get the best camera angle for that pass. And just like that, we have Limp going through here, now in P2. Josh still doing a really good job here. We have Landon going the fastest, but I believe we have Limp here trying to catch him. And we looks like we might end up having a Limp Landon fight here coming into the end of this lap. He might not be able to catch him as fast as I think. We have Jonas here close, really close to Fappa. We'll keep an eye on that front pack, but we do have close racing here in the middle. We have a battle for 5th. Let's see what he can do here. Danny takes a penalty exceeding track limits. I'm curious to see what happens when these McLarens come in for a pit. I want to know how far back they end up being. I do think some of these other drivers will still pit again. Still a high likelihood. And we do have now, if we look back here, Mason now on the attack on Jonas. Does have these soft compounds. Look at how much... Oh, he's not going to be able to pass there through 130R, though. Oh, he's getting a little bit on. He sends it in to the inside. Does not leave him room on there. Oh, and because of that, Mason... Oh! There's a lot of bumping and going on there. Oh, this mid-pack is full of racing. And it looks like Mookie there is now back into his position that he started at. We have Jonas losing positions to Mason. And it looks like we have Limp really close here, coming in through Sector 2. Has been really fast through Sector 2. And is now right on the back. We have Danny now on Mookie. On the harder compounds, though. Not sure if he'll be able to pass him yet. But we have Limp here really close to Landon. I wonder if he's going to try to pass him through 130R or he's going to wait until the DRS zone. Very unique track. Only has one DRS zone, which is the front straight. This back straight used to have a DRS zone, but they did remove it. We have John now taking a penalty. So we're going to have to look at that. We'll look at that after some of these guys take their pits. Now we have Limp here with the DRS right on the back of him. Looks to go on the inside here and actually gets the pass off. And Landon does the over-under here. And not able to hold it. And Limp gets through. And Limp takes P1 at the moment. All right, and let's look back at this battle for 5th here. Well, I guess it's a battle for 6th now. No, 5th and 6th. We still have it. Fappa passed Mason again, because that wasn't the order I remember this being in. And we have Jonas now here trying to attack Mason on the outside. Okay, he's there. He's gonna have the inside here. Oh, he's asking for more room. And just like that, because they both do that, Danny is sneaking through. He gets through them both. What a sneaky pass there. And if he's able to hold this through, it does look like he's going to be able to hold it for now, but he's going to... Oh, but it looks like they're both fighting each other behind. This is going to help him a lot. Oh, it looked like Mason might have been pushed out a bit. Be interesting to see if anybody does an inquiry for this race for some of these sections. We have Wiry going into the pits again. Really making his pit crew earn their money this weekend. And looks like Danny now is going to be looking to attack Fappa. We do know Danny has really good pace here on this track. Oh, it looked like Wiry might have wing damage here. I think Mason also has some wing damage, seeing as he's slowly dropping back further and further. And we might actually see, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him pit pretty soon. So now with Limp and Lannon, we're going to want to be keeping an eye on when they try to pit, because they will have to pit one more time. There's no way they get back through the rest of this race on those soft tires. And we have here Danny on Fappa. Fappa is going to be looking to attack. Oh, and he's not going to be able to defend it through 130R. Goes wide. Looks like Danny is defending the inside there and just gets a really clean pass. We have Lannon taking his pit now. Goes onto the mediums here and will most likely go to the end on those. Sorry for the moving around. We can see here now that Lannon has pit, we see him come out into P7 now, but we're gonna expect a lot of those drivers to pit. All these hard runners are maybe not all of the hard runners. Let's see with the pits here. Actually, yes, everybody in front of him besides Jonas. Jonas is the only one he will have to truly pass. Everybody else has to still pit. We have him on Fappa. Fappa here still defending for his life. I did miss Danny passing him? Question mark? No, I didn't. Looks like he's going to be defending here. Carlos trying to make up for that beginning of the race. We do have penalties. Let's look at a few of these penalties here. We have John, Danny, Fappa, Mookie, Wiry, and Mason all with penalties. We have Limp coming in now. We'll see if he's going to be able to overcut or if Landon is going to be able to undercut him. We have Josh responding and going into the pits as well. Oh, these movements. Sorry, guys. And we have him going on to the hards here because he has to. And we now have Jonas here passing Fappa. And just like that, is now in P3 and is in provisional P1. We have John here doing a lap here in P1. Does still have to pit. So we'll most likely drop down further. They're most likely trying to find a gap here to pit. They do have to pit both their drivers still. So it'll be interesting to see. Right here we have Landon and Limp. So Limp was able to hold the position even though he stayed out longer. But as we can see, Landon is right on the back of him. We'll be looking to attack Limp as soon as possible. Coming through here. This is a really strong zone. We've seen a lot of guys getting passed through here. The DRS is really strong here. It's not going to be able to pass, but we'll get DRS coming through the next one. And they actually do have Fappa right in front of them as well. So they're going to be looking to try to pass Fappa. And we can see Wiry retires. And with that, we get a virtual, and Limp is not able to pass because of the virtual safety car that came out, and we get a full safety car. And we have nobody in that sector to see what happened, and we have actually a second safety car. And with that is the relief for the McLaren drivers here, as they will be able to pit here and save a little bit of time. It's usually about half the safety car timer. But with that, that is a huge savings right here. This is a huge advantage for them, but we did see that Limp and Landon still should come out in front. Jonas will be in front of them, but with this safety car, it will allow John and Fappa both to probably sit right behind near where Josh is, and we'll have a chance to stay in a high position. As we could see, Josh has a pretty big gap. We see Mason getting a drive-through penalty for speeding in the pits. Going in there, that's an unfortunate one. You don't like to see that. And let's go all the way up into the front with John, because we see John is most likely going to pit, and because John and Fappa are so far apart, they should be able to double stack this without losing any time. There is a significant gap, about an 8-10 second gap between them. So we have them coming in. They're going to be going on to these mediums. We have now Jonas coming in. So we actually have Jonas come in as well. And we have him going on to the sauce here. That's really... we have something going on with Fappa. Not sure exactly. And we have Danny coming in. So because all these drivers are coming in anyways, John and Fappa are going to actually benefit. And we can see here that John actually holds position on Jonas here, and Danny's gonna come out. Has been driving on a broken wing, so I'm gonna be curious to see what happens there. I'll keep an eye on Danny. We might see a lot more pace now coming out of him in the last stint of the race. We are on lap 18 of 27. We will most likely do 2 to 3 laps under safety car. So we will most likely only start on 21. So Jonas going onto those softs is very vital, because we'll be able to attack John here and Josh most likely, and be fighting for a high position coming into the end of this. The thing is Jonas is gonna have to do that before the tires fall off. So these softs, it's a lot of laps to try to do on these softs, and so we'll need to do a lot of the passing early, because they will need to do some tire saving afterwards. So we'll see if we'll be able to extend those softs out far enough. But as we can see, we do still have Carlos pretty far back there. about 38 seconds behind our position 10, but let's look at the leader. Is 48 seconds behind right now, so that's a lot of time. Will most likely take another lap for them to catch up, maybe even another one after that. And every lap we do under this safety car will benefit. Wait, Danny goes in now. Is he trying to get rid of that speeding in the pits penalty? Because he won't be able to. Oh, he must have another. He must have a different serving penalty. Did serve his penalty though. One of them. Oh, he's able to serve that penalty there. Not sure exactly what that penalty was for. But was able to serve it. We have Mason and Carlos both having to serve drive-thrus, and it looks like Carlos might be trying to serve it, but is not going to be able to. You cannot serve a drive-through penalty until the start of the race. And I didn't see what happened with Landon. Was Landon's penalty based on speeding in the pits? Let me see if I can see. Let me see if I can see with the window here what Landon got his penalty for. Can't see exactly what he got it for. But he does have a penalty. And as we see, Carlos still hasn't caught up. But is getting really close, and we should be on to our race. All right, and it does look like Carlos is going to be able to get onto the back of this train here, which means we should be starting our race on lap 21, as we said. So we'll be starting on lap 21 of 27, and then we will have just a 6-lap race, more than enough for the softs to make it. Actually, it still will be a little bit rough as we look at the laps here. Most of them are on pretty similar lap time, laps per on the tires. All of them on their safety car mostly. We have penalties for Landon, John, Fapa, Mookie, Mason, and Danny. Oh, and Danny and Carlos. So pretty much most of the field. Jonas is in a really good position here with those soft compounds. We'll see how early they'll be able to attack and get those positions. And while we are waiting for this restart, maybe we should actually start our driver poll. So let's get this poll set up. And we do have the safety car coming in this lap. So we're here with Limp here. We're going to keep an eye on when he tries to go. Oh, it looks like he's off already. He takes a really early jump here, and Landon is caught off guard and he loses a few seconds here. Josh is on the attack now, but it does not look like he's going to be able to attack it. They're going to be coming through this sector. Mason actually takes a penalty there. And with that really good jump, Limp was able to get over a half a second gain or of a gap. And we should probably switch back over to interval now. Now we're back into interval. Looks like Mason drops down to 11th position here. They do have, both Carlos and Mason do have to serve drive-through penalties eventually. So insult to injury. But we do have now this middle pack still all holding together. We do have, it looks like, John and Jonas. Jonas is going to be looking to attack John on those soft compounds. We'll have a tire advantage as the softs have a little bit more grip than the mediums. So John will be trying his hardest to not lose that position. The longer he's able to hold them behind, the more likely he'll be able to hold the position to the end of this race, as the softs will drop off dramatically. And we see both Limp and Landon doing fastest laps, with Landon having the fastest so far. Does not look like Jonas is going to be able to. There we go. We have Carlos and Mason both taking their drive-through penalties, so now they do not have them. And it does not look like Jonas is able to do it so far. Still stuck. And it looks like even Fapa now is catching him. So the sauce might not be what he was looking for. He's still stuck behind him, but it does look like he's getting closer and closer here. Oh yeah, really close coming. Oh, he's really tight. Takes a really tight one. They got to share the road here. Looks like Jonas gets sent a little bit on the outside. Nobody needs to pit. Everybody pit here. So everybody has taken a pit stop. So this is looking really good for John here in fourth. Is he able to hold this position? But right here we can see Jonas here. The DRS should be active in this next lap, but will not get DRS on this lap. We'll have to wait. And it looks like he might have gotten spun here by Jonas, but not entirely sure. And we have Landon now. Really close. And with that, it looks like both John and Fapa drop down positions, with Jonas and Danny both passing them. So that's unfortunate. Still a really good spot for McLaren, having 6 and 7. Let's see if they can finish off in those positions or near those positions. We have Landon now really close. Let's switch back to position gains. We have Fapa still doing really good here. All right, so we have a driver of the day pull up. Feel free to vote on somebody. on there. If there is a driver that you would like to vote for but is not on that list, feel free to just send it in the chat. We'll add it as well. We do have, it looks like Limp just doing exactly what he tends to do, which is able to control the race. We have here Jonas now trying to catch Josh. Is slowly gaining. We have Danny now that he's past the McLarens is just going to be looking to push towards Jonas and Josh, maybe be able to get in there. We have Mookie taking another penalty, so let's look at these penalties here. We have Danny with the 3, Fapa with the 3, and John with the 3. So right here we could see, I can't tell exactly what Landon has for his stop go. I would assume it's a speeding in the pits, so it's about a 5-second penalty. So Josh is still inheriting P2 if so. So Jonas and Josh they're wanting to push here because they think they both actually get those positions, and we have Danny here now attacking Jonas and actually passes, and we miss it because it was off the camera when he did do that pass, and passes Jonas. And we can see here that the softs are not showing pace in the race here. I think it does have a really good one lapper, but as we can see, the pace isn't as good as you would want it to be, and because of it, Danny actually passes. But Danny has a 3-second penalty, so we'll need to make up that space to still beat Jonas here. We do have here John and Fapa. I believe John passed Fapa because they were the other way around originally. We have Sam here a little bit far off. We have Landon now creeping his way back into the back of Limp's toe, but just been struggling to really do anything once in there. With Limp showing really good pace. But as we get closer, we are on lap 26 of 27. And this is when you'll need to do it here. Even if he passes, he will need to get that 5-second gap, which is unlikely here. So it looks like they will be just stretching this towards the end. So we do have here Landon just barely on it. It looks like Danny has finally caught Josh, but will need to actually pass Josh and then gain 3 seconds in just one lap, which is unlikely, but maybe it could happen. We can see Landon has built a gap big enough to make up that safety car. And because of that, should be able to still hold P2 here. As we come through the line, we are on lap 27 here. We are on the final lap. We have here Danny passing Josh. And with that pass, it goes into P3, but needs to push as hard as possible to try to make up that gap. We'll keep an eye on it. But as we get closer and closer to the end of this race, we have Limp here coming into the end. Trying to get some good points for this Red Bull team. Does still have fastest lap, with the fastest lap being a 1:31.291. Mookie takes another penalty here. And as we come into the final corners, I think we have him doing a push lap here as well. And limp across the line. Does the fastest lap of a 1:30.753. Landon takes a 5-second penalty. And he holds second position. Josh takes third. And Danny takes fourth. Yunus takes fifth here. John and Fapa come across the line. John gets sixth, Fapa in seventh. Sam should come in eighth. Mookie will come in ninth with Mason and Carlos. And Mason taking the last position, it looks like, points. What a great race here in Japan. We have Danny taking the driver of the day from the game. Congratulations to Limp for winning the Legends Division Japanese Grand Prix. All right, and with that, our finishing order is going to be Limp, Lannon, Josh, Danny, Jonas, John, Fapa, Sam, Mason, Mookie, and Carlos, with our DNFs being Wiry, Renzo, and Sunby. Yeah, Helia, sorry, we finished the race already. That was a really good race here. Oh, I should probably, if I could do it fast enough. Let's just grab some of this, just in case. Look at that, still able to do it. That was a good race here. Let's switch back over now to here. Oh, that's not the correct one, but we saw that Red Bull was able to get some good points. Shea wasn't able to race here, so Josh is going to get some good points against him. That was our Legends Division race in Japan. We will have 2 more races tomorrow. It'll be our Icons and Champions Division. Let's look at our poll really quick. So the poll for Driver of the Day should be finishing up here. Let's close it really quick. So as we end it, our winner of the Driver of the Day poll was Fapa with that, I think it was 5 positions gains or 5 or 6 position gains. So not a surprise there. Good job. With that, I will see you guys all tomorrow for the rest of the race weekend in Japan. I'm your host, Steve. This is Delta Zero Productions, and I'll see you guys next time.